This is not my normal knife content, guys. If you're expecting some Chinese-made folder that looks like it was designed by somebody from the future or an anime artist, this video is not for you. I am going back to the basics. I'm going back to the USA with this unboxing, and I'm stripping out all of the nonsense in the knife world and doing a review or an unboxing of the most basic cutting tool that you can get, or at least conceptually. Knowing me, it's got to be a little bit wild. It's got to be a little bit out there, and I got to give props to this maker for trusting the glue that comes in the flat rate boxes only. There is no tape on this box. He is 100% putting his faith in the USPS box design ability. Here we go. We've got a bunch of lined paper here. This is going to be a mess. We've got a bunch of foam. We've got two knives in here. And you may be saying, what kind of a wrapping job is this? Well, this is the wrapping job of a blue-collar American who makes custom knives by himself, top to bottom, no help, everything you see, and this thing is wrapped up. We're going to pause this, and I'm going to unwrap this. You don't want to see me unwrap this. We've got some fixed blades here. These are custom, handmade here in the US from Jed Hornbeak Knives. First up, we've got the more manageable of the two. This is the Necromance CPM 3V cryo-treated Jed Hornbeak Knives. This guy's awesome. By the way, his name isn't Jed. That's just the name of the company. This dude is freaking awesome. He does everything top to bottom. All of the heat treat, of course, making the knife, the handles, the sheaths, and you're going to see some really cool leather work here in a minute. This one comes with a Kydex sheath and a tech lock that you can attach it to. Retention on this thing is fantastic. Oh, let's take a look at this blade. We've got green and black G10, all nice and contoured. We've got like a natural kind of heat-treated finish on the 3V. You've got all these jimping marks in here. Let's take a look at this blade. Absolutely stunning. Is that compound ground? That is nice. It's got a very light hollow grind, but it's a chisel ground blade. And then it's got these cool decorative divots in here. The ergonomics, dude. The ergonomics on this knife, I knew it would be good. You know, this is one of those handles where you see it in pictures and you can just envision your hand grabbing this knife, and it is no exception here. This is absolutely outstanding. Very, very cool. Let's do a size comparison. So decently manageable. It's large. I think it's like a 4-inch blade. Bigger than a Paramilitary 2, as you can see, opened, right? And it's a fixed blade. I'm really wanting to get into fixed blades a little bit more and actually start carrying them. This is probably a little large for that, but what the hell? Why not? Oh, cool. It's even got like, I don't know. This is pretty nice. The detail on this, look how clean this work is. Look how clean this work is. What a beautiful knife. What a cool knife. Oh, look, it's got a satin flat on the swedge here up at top. And of course I'm telling you guys. Okay, first off the bat, once again, I bought these. I found this guy. I mean, I didn't find this guy, right? He's known. I just mean I came across his work and it just kind of spoke to me, right? It's the kind of stuff that I go for. And I'm not a fixed blade guy, but this was enough to be like, I might become a fixed blade guy. I really like what he's doing here. And the crazy thing, here, I'll talk about that at the end. At the end, I'll tell you the craziest thing, in my opinion, about this guy's work. I came across this guy and I just really liked it, so I bought it, right? No discount. I didn't even tell him I have a YouTube channel. I mean, who doesn't nowadays? It's really not a flex anymore. Everybody's got a YouTube channel. Didn't tell him anything. I just bought him and he sent him to me. And I got to say, I'm blown away. The ergonomics on this thing is phenomenal. Let's get to the next one. Let's get to the big boy. This is the Maul Cop, but it's Maul as in like a bear mauling. Once again, CPM 3V, I verified he does cryo heat treating. Check this out. He does all of this leather work himself. He stitches all of this leather. There's his Hornbeak logo right there. Very, very cool. Thick, heavy duty, nice belt loop. Button clasp. Really well done. and it smells phenomenal. Let's take a look at the knife. This is the Maul Cop Bowie. Look at this bad mamma jamma. Once again, 3V, cryo heat treated. Beautiful CNC work. Absolutely gorgeous. I really like that finish, man. That is a cool, like, working finish, right? Razor sharp. Let me do the fingernail test. Very sticky. Razor freaking sharp. We got black micarta scales with the crosshatch. We've got chain bolts, or whatever those are called, connecting the scales to the tang. There's his logo right there, Jed Hornbeak. Got a nice handguard right there. Look at the size of this thing. This is a chopper. Let's do a comparison between the two. Damn. Damn. Absolutely sick. Absolutely awesome. I love his fullers. He does all kinds of fuller action. You can see right there. A couple of lanyard holes. Everything is so smooth. All these edges are nice and chamfered. It is just outstanding. I am impressed. I might be a fixed blade guy. I mean, just for the appreciation of it. And I gotta be honest, it's kind of nice not worrying about lockup and all that stuff. Like, both of these are outstanding knives. Very, very cool. So, the craziest thing, I was going to tell you, the craziest thing about this guy's stuff is that you can just buy it, right? These aren't custom orders. I didn't place this order 6 months ago and they just now came in. I didn't pay triple the price on the secondary market to get these. I went to his website and they were in stock. They were in stock. And I almost got them, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get into fixed blades. I'm not going to get them. I didn't get them. And then like a week later, I went back. And the two that I wanted were still there. Now, I'm not saying that like he's in trouble and his knives are just sitting. It's getting pretty thin now. I've been keeping tabs of what he has available. But you can get these things. And I don't think you're going to be able to do that for very long. You know, I've been in the knife game long enough. I think I'm a pretty good judge of quality, and when people have talent, and Jed Hornbeak Knives is going to be, I think it's going to be big. I don't think you're going to be able just to go to his website and buy stuff for very much longer, right? I've heard rumors of him working with some very big companies, just rumors, just talks. I don't know if it's going to happen, but people are taking notice of his work, and you're not going to be able to get this stuff for too much longer. In fact, I might not even upload this video for a little bit, just so that I can maybe get another piece or two. Not that my video is going to change the shape of him selling knives, but you know what I mean, just on principle. I don't know if I want to let this best kept secret be that known. I just noticed that we've got lanyard holes right here. I assume that you could run some paracord through here and kind of make a capture to hold your hand in place for all the heavy duty. Look how thick that 3V is. I don't know, man. I always like getting new stuff, but these are way cool. These are way cool. I'm especially impressed with this guy here. Last I checked, there was 2 more of this model. They weren't chisel, like it wasn't exactly this, different G10, but this model, the Necromance, they had a couple more of these. If you're at all looking for like a large EDC, fixed blade, self-defense, general use, this is right up your alley. I cannot recommend this more, based on first impressions, right? Obviously, just first impressions, ergonomics, quality, and what I know from the maker in terms of how he does all this stuff, and the fact that he makes all of this himself. And if you're not familiar with the fixed blade world, a lot of makers don't do both the knives and the sheaths, right? A lot of the higher end makers, more popular makers, they only make the knife. If you want a sheath, you have to do that separately, you know, unless you buy it on the secondary and somebody's already done that. You have to get one made for it. Some of them, like Boosie, will do kind of like leather slips, right? They're not really a sheath per se, but you can add it onto your purchase and they'll do like a basic leather slip. But a lot of the higher end makers, you know, they just focus on the knives. They're not sheath makers as well. Jed here, that's not the case. This is a top tier sheath in my opinion. I'm not an expert on sheath making, but it seems super high quality, nice and thick, done very, very well. All this riveting. To me, this seems like a very high quality sheath. And of course, you know, Kydex as well. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm over the moon. I think this is cool. I enjoy supporting U.S. makers, and I enjoy supporting knives that are very functional, but have that, like I said at the beginning, you know me, I've got to have a little bit of something, man. I've got to have a little bit of flair. I've got to have a little bit of style. You know, I've got to have at least a few people say, well, that fuller's not practical. You don't need that. Why would you ever need that? These holes don't serve a purpose. They're just going to get filled with junk, right? I need at least a few comments of people pointing out that I've made a stupid decision and it's not a practical knife. At least a little bit, right? I've got to have that or else I haven't done my job here on the channel. What do you guys think of these? Are they as cool as I think they are? I think they're pretty damn cool. I think they're way cool. Let me know down below. He's got some crazier designs too. I almost got one, but I just don't have the cash. But he has a dagger that I've never seen anybody make before, right? It's pretty crazy. All right, guys. Comment down below. What do you think of these? I think they're awesome. Talk to you later.